New tonight at 5 o'clock, the trial of accused serial murder suspect Joseph Naso started today.
Imagine a serial killer walking around for decades, right in front of everyone, without raising suspicion. A man who kept photos of his victims as if they were trophies. In the quiet towns of Northern California, Joseph Naso lived a double life, and he claimed he took the lives of 26 women. But what makes this case even more terrifying is not just the numbers, it's the silence. For years, Naso moved unnoticed through neighborhoods, stores, and highways, blending into everyday life as if he had nothing to hide. No strange behavior, no criminal record pointing to violence, just a man lurking behind the lens of his camera, capturing moments while secretly plotting something far darker. This story is disturbing, dark, and hard to forget. What makes it even more shocking is that Joseph Naso looked like a normal guy, a photographer, a traveler, a husband. But beneath all of that, he was hiding a side that no one saw coming. And the horrifying truth is that sometimes the most dangerous predators are the ones who appear the most ordinary. Naso didn't fit the picture of a typical serial killer. He didn't live in isolation. He wasn't a recluse. He wasn't loud or attention-seeking. He simply existed quietly, right among people who had no idea what he was capable of. A normal man with a hidden side. Joseph Naso was born in Rochester, New York. People described him as quiet and socially awkward, but nothing about him seemed violent. After serving in the military during the Vietnam era, he moved to California in the 1970s. To most, he appeared harmless. He rarely got into confrontations, avoided trouble, and didn't stand out. Friends and neighbors thought he was shy, maybe odd, but not dangerous. Yet, like many killers who operate for decades, Naso knew how to mask himself. His silence wasn't just a personality trait, it was a shield. During the day, he worked as a photographer, weddings, portraits, modeling shoots. He could walk into someone's home, direct them for a photo session, and leave without raising any suspicions. At night, he roamed highways and back roads, almost as if he was hunting. These nighttime drives weren't random, they were calculated. He knew which areas were isolated, which streets weren't patrolled, and which places were perfect for someone who wanted to disappear without a trace. The pattern no one connected. From the 1970s through the 1990s, several women in Northern California were found murdered. Many cases stayed unsolved for years. The victims were from different areas, so police never connected them. These weren't high-profile killings. Many victims were women living difficult lives, struggling with homelessness, addiction, or lack of family support. Cases involving vulnerable women often receive less attention, and Naso knew that. He chose victims he believed no one would look for. But later, investigators noticed something strange. Most victims had matching initials. Examples: Roxine Rogish, Carmen Colon, Pamela Parsons, Tracy Tafoya. This became known as the double initial murders. The eerie coincidence made detectives uneasy. Why would someone choose victims with matching initials? Was it deliberate? Was it symbolic? Or was it some twisted game only the killer understood? Police found it creepy, but without strong evidence, the cases went cold. They didn't know where to start. There was no DNA, no known suspect, and no confession. Just a haunting pattern and a growing list of unanswered questions. The arrest that exposed everything. Everything changed in 2009. Naso was on probation for shoplifting, and officers came to check his home in Nevada. During the search, they found a locked safe. These weren't casual photography shots. These were staged, disturbing, violent. Many showed signs of struggle. The notebook included descriptions of 10 victims. Investigators realized this wasn't a diary, it was a kill list. Each entry was chillingly cold and emotionless, almost like he was cataloging objects instead of human lives. Some descriptions matched known murder cases. Others referenced locations and dates where bodies had been found. The victims who spoke through evidence. Police started comparing old cold cases to the items found in Naso's home. DNA, travel logs, and evidence lined up. Naso was charged with 4 murders. Roxine Rogish, 1977, found stuffed inside a garbage bag, discarded on a hillside. She was only 18. Carmen Cullen, 1978. Not to be confused with the New York victim of the same name, this Carmen was from California. Her death mirrored Naso's pattern. Pamela Parsons, 1993. A woman from Sacramento whose life had taken difficult turns. Naso photographed her before killing her. Tracy Tafoya, 1994. A young woman who disappeared and was later found strangled. But the biggest shock came from the notebook. It included lines like, "Girl from the Bay Area, I killed her in '92, and even more chilling, 26 total, my master list." As investigators analyzed each page, they realized many entries didn't match known murder cases. That meant there were victims whose remains had never been found or who had never been identified. Courtroom drama, the killer as his own lawyer. In a strange twist, Joseph Naso chose to represent himself in court. While prosecutors showed the disturbing photographs, Naso sat calmly, showing no emotion. He cross-examined witnesses, argued with prosecutors, and treated the trial like a performance. Some experts believe killers like Naso enjoy control, and representing himself allowed him to maintain that power. When asked about the photos, he casually said, "I'm just a photographer. Those were art shots." The courtroom fell silent. There was no remorse in his voice, just annoyance, as if investigators were misinterpreting his work. Experts completely disagreed. They said the images were not art, they were trophies. To them, the photos documented domination, terror, and murder. They weren't creative expressions, they were forensic evidence. Throughout the trial, Naso showed disturbing detachment. He never apologized, never explained, never acknowledged the victims by name. His coldness made the proceedings even more unsettling for the families of the women who died. Sentenced, but no real closure. In 2013, Joseph Naso was sentenced to death. The evidence, the patterns, and the notebook were overwhelming, but there was still no closure. He claimed 26 victims. Only 4 have been confirmed. No names, no bodies, no answers. Investigators believe the real number may be even higher. Even after sentencing, Naso never revealed more details. He never identified victims, never clarified entries, and never showed signs of guilt. He remains one of the most silent and uncooperative killers in modern history. Why this case still haunts investigators? The chilling combination of mobility, photography. Some images show women who were never reported missing. Others show victims whose families never knew the truth. Each photograph is a puzzle piece, and the full picture may never come together. If this story gave you chills or made you curious about the darkest corners of human behavior, stick around, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we've got more real-life true crime cases coming your way. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos on YouTube.